All right, guys, we got a lot of news to cover for Borderlands. There was a lot that happened in the last couple weeks, and I didn't make a video last week for the patch, and I'm gonna kind of remedy that today. But we're gonna start with this week's update, which was a minor update. Nothing huge here, obviously. With a minor update, it's not a whole lot. But one thing is that they addressed the dedicated drop rates for the weekly Encore big boss fights. That was 25% before. You would have a 25% chance to get the dedicated drops. They've now boosted that to 30%, and they've also increased the shiny drop rate from 0.7% to 1.5%. So they've doubled the shiny drop chance. So if you're chasing shinies and you want to get those, now is a better time than ever before. Otherwise, they've also increased the Phosphine drop rate from Bloom Reaper. There was apparently an issue that was causing Bloom Reaper's Phosphine drop rate to not scale properly with the Ultimate Vault Hunter stuff. And that's the other thing that I want to talk about is last week with the patch, that was one of the big things that they did is they changed the drop rates for items from doing ultimate mode, so now you'll get an increased drop chance, and that's what this chart made by my buddy Kazev shows. So let's use the bod as our example because everybody likes the bod. It's a great gun, everybody knows how strong it is. If you go to lootlemon.com, you can actually scroll down and it'll show you the drop rates for the various items. And so as you can see here, this is a 9% drop chance from Axmal, who is in the Dominion area. So using that means that that is a primary, which is 9%, as you can see right here on the chart. So if you farm him now on Ultimate 1, your drop rate goes up to 11%. If you farm him on Ultimate 2, it's 13, all the way up to Ultimate 6, where he will now have a 21% chance to drop the bod shotgun if you farm him on Ultimate 6. And originally, I'll be honest with you guys, originally I did not like this. I thought that this is going to be one of those things where people are going to start complaining that it's now too easy to get drops. Having actually farmed on my Sniper Vex playthrough, I can tell you this actually feels fine. This actually feels pretty good. You're still going to struggle to get a God Roll bod. You're still going to struggle to get a ceramic bod with good parts, with the right, rolls and everything. So this is actually really good. This actually benefits you to play on the hardest difficulty now. I like that. I do think that these three numbers here, this 9%, 6%, and 3%, I feel like these should all be 10%, and then just make everything increase by 1 or 2% per ultimate level after that. Ultimately, I think that 20% right here would have been plenty. So if you just had everything be 20% right here, I would have been fine with that. And then maybe 18%, 16, 14, 12, 11, I don't know, something like that. Just have it like moderate as you go up. But this is still really good. I really like this a lot, and I think this is a good positive change. All right, now looking back at the previous week, we had the major update, and it was a bit of a meme in the community that it was being called a major update because the major thing that was released was photo mode. And photo mode's cool and all, and it's something that I like having so that I can make my thumbnails for my YouTube videos, like the one that you're going to see for this video, as a matter of fact. So that it's something that they added on there. And we just talked about drop rate increase and stuff like that. They also fixed some challenges for the Forsaken Chaos and Midnight Defiance. Those were listed as being possible phosphines. They still need to remove 2 more phosphines, which I believe are the 2 Moxie drops. Those got missed somehow. So ultimately your total phosphine drop should be 65. So when you get that, then you're good. Make sure you guys redeem this code. I thought that I already had everything in terms of the codes. I'll put this down in the description of the video, but basically this is a code for the Gourd your Loins from the Halloween quote-unquote event, and it also gives you the Hex Appeal weapon skin. So redeem this code and it's going to give you the stuff in your in-game mail. And then also Harlow got some big reworks last week for her blue tree, and I've been told those are very good. Amon got some fixes, Vex got some fixes. I'll let you guys go to borderlands.com and scroll down and check the update notes for yourself so that you can see that. Rafa didn't get any fixes because honestly Rafa is the strongest vault hunter, and we don't really need to do a whole lot for Rafa. All right, next I want to talk about the new trailer that they just released for the story pack 1 for Borderlands 4. And it's Mad Ellie and the Vault of the Damned, and we got the teaser trailer, which I'm going to show right here. And I really like this teaser trailer a lot, dude. We got to see that Mancubus is coming back. As you can see, there's Mancubus himself standing at the counter. We know that Ellie's going to be in there. We got the nice snowy scenery, and I have a feeling this is going to be a lot like the Guns, Love, and Tentacles DLC that we had in Borderlands 3, which is one of the fan favorite DLCs from that one. Absolutely loved it. So this is looking good. This one's actually got me pretty excited. Like there for a while, I was kind of like a little bit depressed about the future of Borderlands 4. And I mean, they could still mess it up, but this is definitely looking like it's in the right direction. And then the other thing that they announced was the actual release date for the Legend of the Stone Demon Bounty Pack 2, which is going to be at the end of this month. And with this, they said that we're going to be getting a major update that adds pearlescent gear to Borderlands 4. So in addition to getting a new vault card bounty pack, which bounty pack 1 was actually pretty good and they made that one free, but bounty pack 2 will be your first paid bounty pack, and getting pearls with that. And to my knowledge, I thought pearls were going to be added as a free upgrade for everybody, so I could be wrong about that. Actually, hold on, yeah, right here it says it. It actually says it right here that the new rarity will be available to everybody no matter which edition of Borderlands 4 you own, though certain pieces of pearlescent gear are exclusive to bounty pack 2. So they are giving you some incentive to get bounty pack 2 there. We don't really know a whole lot about Legend of the Stone Demon, but we know that it is coming at the end of this month. Another thing that we got in the patch was the big reveal of the future roadmap, and the roadmap is actually interesting, but it's still pretty vague. So obviously on January 29th we got the photo mode and the free content upgrade there. Quarter 1 we're still going to get story pack 1 and bounty pack 2, so we just now went over those. And then in quarter 2 we're going to have a new raid boss, a new takedown. Both of those are free pieces of content. Those are major updates. We're going to have bounty pack 3. So quarter 2 is looking real freaking good. We don't know where amongst any of this the level cap increase is going to be at. My concern is that if a level cap doesn't happen here before bounty pack 2 and the release of the pearlescence, that fans are going to be a little upset about that, because if you get a pearlescent, and let's say pearlescents are as rare as I hope that they are, I'm thinking like 1% or less chance for pearlescents, and they need to be from like Bloom Reaper and the vault bosses. It needs to be hard content, and I honestly feel like pearls should not drop on anything below Ultimate 6 myself, but at the same time I don't want everybody to be deprived of it. So if you got a good suggestion, leave it in the comments below. Maybe a Gearbox developer will see. But I worry that if they don't do the level cap increase before the pearlescence, then anybody that gets lucky and gets a pearlescence is going to be mad, because then they're going to have to get that pearlescent again when the level cap increase comes. But it could be a FOMO thing. It could be one of those things where they want to entice people to come back with the pearlescence, and then they want you to come back again later to refarm the pearlescence. But I think that might be a mistake, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the description below. There's some good stuff coming, guys, and I hope that we get more than just a singular additional raid boss and a singular additional takedown. I would like to see multiple more raid bosses. I would like to see multiple takedowns. I would like to see some slaughter shafts. I've always said that I think a Tannis arena where she does Digistruct versions of old raid bosses from previous games like Pyro Pete, Hyperius, Terramorphous, I would love to see those guys come back as like a Digistruct version that we can fight with in the new Vault Hunters. I think that'd be fun as hell. Next, I want to dive into some of the developers' tweets on Twitter, and we'll start with Grant KO, who's a really awesome dude and has been really nice and generous with his time and communications with people on Twitter. He's responding to Epic NG, and Grant says, Ultimate at the moment will only scale one time to a maximum of 7. So one more time. So we're only going to go to Ultimate 7, it sounds like, and they have it set up to scale high, but don't plan on pushing it past 7. Another important thing that got mentioned is Ultimate Vault Hunter mode was meant to be cash and iridium multiplier, but that was barely noticeable. We were too strict there, so we're going to change that too. So big news there is that we're going to be getting more cash and iridium on ultimate levels, and that's something that is huge and much needed. Up next, I wanted to go over how Echo Vision Live has been canceled. This was something that was being developed by GenVid Entertainment and in conjunction with Gearbox. And it just sounds like things fell through, and that maybe there was just a difference of vision, and that project has been canceled. Basically, that was going to be a project where it would be an interactive thing where people could vote on what happens next in the story, kind of thing. Almost like an entire community working together on a Tales from the Borderlands, essentially. And my final piece of news for you from VideoGamesChronicle.com. Borderlands 4 for Nintendo Switch 2 is likely axed, as Take-Two says it's paused development. I don't know how in the world this game was ever supposed to run on the Nintendo Switch 2. I don't even know if it can really truly work on the Steam Deck, but they did announce that it is now rated as being doable on Steam Deck. So good luck with that, because it's already a massive like 90 gigabytes in size for that. So I think it was always going to be pretty optimistic for that to ever work on the Nintendo Switch 2. So that's all I got for you guys this week. I hope that there was something newsworthy and informational for you guys in here. If there was, hit that like button, hit subscribe for more Borderlands news, information, and content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.